most dangerous people in the nation, okay, are people who ate celery with peanut butter growing up. If that was you, listen, I'm not judging. I'm not,
Man, fuck.
what?
Fuck all y'all pussies,
What?
man. For real, man. I see
Not
y'all
not
boys
not not
outside.
judging.
That was good though.
Not judging.
Kick rocks. I know. Whatever.
Y'all over there in Minneapolis getting banged on by dudes who maybe got butt plugs. You're getting banged on by dudes who they may be into butt stuff. Pause. Okay, these may be dudes who they might be getting cucked, and y'all in there getting banged on. These people, these unsuspecting people, is mind their business. They in the church, right? Now again, this is supposed to be in the name of Renee Good. Renee Good was the middle-aged married lesbian who was out with her wife, basically impeding. First of all, we've never heard the word impeding so much. You know that you fucked up or you are wilding when they have to start using words. People never say impede. But they're saying impede because of y'all, and which lets you know that y'all are wild. And I still can't get over Jasmine Crockett saying, the mayor of Minneapolis told y'all to get the fuck out. What does that mean? What are you talking about? No, fam, illegal things are going on there. This is wild. If you lived in a building where there was something, it wouldn't matter if no one's having a shootout. It wouldn't matter if there's no violence going on. Just the idea, if you live in a nice community or you live in a building and there's someone selling a lot of crack or just hard drugs, and you're seeing there's these rough individuals with mismatched shoes, you know what I'm saying, and just weird hair. You know, fiends always got some weird shit going on with their hair. They just never, it can never be normal. It's just like they never can just blend in. It's always like, all right, I gotta make it really obvious that I'm on some shit, or I used to be on some shit, and now I'm doing better. I saw a lady yesterday, man. So she just was in dope fiend, recovering dope fiend form, and you know, first thing she did was call me handsome. Ain't no one gonna compliment you like someone who gonna rob you. All right, but listen, I appreciate her. I appreciate her.
He's been stealthing women.
I might be stuffing him.
Like pushing the condom off while he's here.
Oh shit! Whoa! Relax, nigga.
Relax me.
All right, chill, African Keisha. Relax.
Thank you guys. How are you?
So
we're on. We're not saying what it is, what's going on, but thank you. Tell us why you're doing this.
So
This is Nakima. Levy Armstrong. She's on the show on
Levy
Friday.
Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community. And, you know, we protest and do activism in all kinds of ways. This is our
activism. How so? Activism is running up in a church to honor the memory of really a married lesbian who was basically impeding and obstructing justice. Because if you block whenever you stop a police officer from doing their job, that's called that can be seen as obstruction of justice, because you know what they're doing, you know what they're there to do. You park them and block them in the roadway, and not only that, you talk greasy. You was talking cash shit, like y'all was talking like y'all was ready to shoot it out. They was acting like they was ready to throw fisticuffs. Okay, like as if they had all kind of arsenals and artillery that we ain't know about. That's how they was talking, right? But really, what happened in that video and what happened in the situation in general is this is the logic. Now, maybe not as extreme, but this is the logic, and this is the line of logic that most modern women are working with. The situation with Renee Good, we think about the logic of how'd you go from waking up that day to saying it's going to be a good idea for me to follow around some ICE agents, federal agents who are doing it, who are actively doing an investigation. They're literally here to investigate this particular thing. I'm going to sabotage that in my own little way, not because I'm personally invested, just because of my political party, but also too, we also have to consider that these people they usually are bums, and she may have been someone who was getting paid, because there's been more and more conversations about people who got paid or will get paid to be a part of a mob and being a mob wilding out, because we've never seen this level of violence for a protest. And I don't know. And like I said before, I said this yesterday. I think Tim Walz and people in Minneapolis, I think in Minnesota in general, the word peaceful means something different. I think peaceful over there means like extremely violent or just belligerent and petty and everything bad and wrong with like America. That's what peaceful means to them, because that's not peaceful. Kicking and trying to fight the police officers as just as a Karen. This some serious shit. And but you know what though, real talk, it really seems as though, and I had this conversation with my boy earlier about the Western world has become groomed to make sure that only certain men can ascend, and they want to constantly teach the men that that this whole idea about it being a bad idea for you to be masculine. It's such a bad idea for you to be confident in yourself and believe in yourself and think you can do great things. And I think that's one way in which, you know, men are different, is because if you keep raising a man to think that him and this woman are the same, they're interchangeable, she can do everything you can do and vice versa, and not seeing the nuances in, not seeing how nothing is black and white. Things are only black and white when someone's making a comment or making an argument, or when someone's trying to jade a situation one way or the other. That's when people make things black and white in terms of, oh well, you know, you ain't do what I wanted, so you hate me, shit like that, right? But anywho, so as I said before, these people popped up at a church to bang on these Christians. Check them out. And but also too, far as old girl on the screen, this right here, everything about her screams she has a white man that she's taking care of, or she wants to have a white man. She definitely wants to be with a white man if she's not married.
Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere that is a key location. They don't expect us to come there, and then we disrupt business as usual. So that's what we're about to go do right now. We've had a lot of success with the times.
What do you think of it? I mean, this is unacceptable. A public gathering of Christians in worship. I flock my listen to freedom of speech.
It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering.
All right, well,
of Christians
my
in worship.
thing has crashed, so I guess you will not see this in its entirety. But I'm going to bring it back.
Take care of my flock. and my
But listen, we live in
family.
there's a constitution and the First Amendment to freedom of speech. Thank you. Tell us why you're doing this.
So
This is Nakima, Levy Armstrong. She's on the show.
Yo, of course, her name's something with Akima, Aima, or Aisha. Like I was saying before, I don't know how far I got because it seems like my thing just crashed. Pause. Definitely, yo, these be the kind of people either they be lesbians or they got white man somewhere they taking care of, or she's actually trying to get with a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Because these be the types. You know what's crazy is, right, that when black people say that they're activists and stuff like that, it's to the point now, especially with black women, like if they say they're activists or a business owner or anything like that, it's gotten to a point where that doesn't mean anything. And especially given what you're about to go see them do. I have to ask y'all, what does this church have to do with Renee Good? What does this church have to do with really anything you're trying to accomplish? All right, so it's, and even with this conversation right here, you're not hearing or getting any clarity on why are you targeting this location, and also what does it accomplish? Because for the most part, all this stuff is doing is creating a lot of chaos. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, I wish she put a hat on. And I always feel like these types always got braids. I don't feel like you can't be an attorney with those braids. I don't like it. And also it's just, is this supposed to be art? Like why does Don Lemon have a mic saying DL? He know what he doing, bro. He's doing extreme comedy, man. I don't know how I feel about it.
Levy Armstrong, civil rights attorney, longtime activist here in the community. And, we protest and do activism in all kinds of ways. This is Operation Pull Up, more of a clandestine operation. We show up somewhere that is a key location. They don't expect us to come there. And then we disrupt business as usual. So that's what we're about to go do right now. We've had a lot of success with the times we have done Operation Pull Up.
People have left. There are some who are still sitting here. What do you think of it?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
But there are folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock. and my
but listen, we live in
family.
there's a constitution and the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me.
We're here to worship Jesus.
Yes.
That's why we're here. Okay?
Yo, you see how my man had to lean back the entire time, and this is what goes on a regular basis all over the world, is that people who buy into these ideologies and whatnot, they put a lot of energy into. You better not be disagreeing with me. Are you saying that you're disagreeing with me? Because for the most part, it's like the more alternative someone is, the more, how can I say, the more self-righteous they are, the more confrontational they are. If I see you with purple hair and everything, especially if I see a certain combination, bad, especially woman, bad body, purple hair, bad looks, you know what I'm saying, and you're into like dressing kind of emo and whatnot, I'm not expecting to have understanding with you. Okay? Same thing. If I see niggas with dreads and they wearing too much, I'm not expecting to have any understanding with you. I'm expecting shit to go sideways. You know what I'm saying? That
You don't even do nothing.
relax, Yachty.
What the?
Relax. I'm just saying.
Thank goodness you've had your shirt.
We're good to go.
I'm not expecting that. But I remember like years ago, right? I always bring up this girl because I had so many experiences with her at one time. One thing I experienced was how social media can creep into your conversations in your life and how it changed women and how they looked at relationships. And it became this thing where women became even more emboldened to think that, yes, this relationship is mine. It's mine to shape, and I need to control every part of how he functions. And the more leftist a girl is, the more Democrat the girl is and whatnot, the more she feels she gets caught up in arguing with you about, for one, you being in charge of anything, you expressing what you like and dislikes. Because what it is that no emotional regulation, so that she's not able to mentally handle. A lot of men don't even realize women aren't able to mentally handle a lot of different things, especially if things that are somewhat stressful, and you can see it by how they'll deal with certain problems. So, and even with this right here, female leadership, I didn't hear one time, what do you mean success? What are you trying to accomplish? You basically saying we pull up and fuck shit up. We pull up and basically incite chaos. Yo, fam, listen. The loser mindset rears its ugly head again. I gotta ask y'all. She has mobilized these people and led these people into basically wasting time and basically being hoodlums. Basically being thugs. Trying to tell you they thugged out. All right? If you see a bunch of them niggas, it's not safe. All right? Back in the days, a dude who was like outwardly gay like that, he would just watch himself, man. Not only did he pull up with the gang and whatnot, he pulled up and pressed the pastor. I'll tell you right now, that couldn't be me. His mic would be on the floor. I'm at least gonna make him almost drop the mic or something. You know what I mean? Because as soon as he would have gotten to my range, I'd have told nigga straight like, hey bro, listen, bro, listen. Because what he's also doing is he's using some of his blackness. So this right here is a particular power that black men have, which is making white folks uncomfortable. So what he's doing is you know, you see now how he's crouching down and whatnot, and you know, this whole stance is very aggressive. He wouldn't have got too far with me. He definitely would have done it with Anton. I mean, you know, because you know, Anton, you know, bring that dark skin energy. All right, man. See where we at with this. Go ahead.
That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding and
We're about
love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a
No
Christian?
one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have
He said he would try to talk to them.
So I asked if you actually would also leave this world. You don't.
Don Lemon, absolute. They're just being gagged into a building, not a government building. He mentions the First Amendment, but the First Amendment protects fundamental rights, stating Congress cannot establish a religion or prohibit its free exercise, and protects freedom of speech, the press, and peaceful assembly.
Hold on, y'all. My audio messed up. Whatever. Pretty much has been doing this style is dying out. It's almost like Don Lemon wants to kind of, for the most part, keep this way of thinking going. You know what I'm saying? Of like, how can I say? Basically, his style of journalism is telling you who to not like, and for the most part, seeming as though he's not really impartial, but he's making an effort to jade you one way or the other with the questions he asked. So, for example, he asked them, you know, now mind you, these people have come in and interrupted a whole service. So this guy had a whole plan for his congregation and what he wanted to do today, right? And what he wanted to accomplish today.
And they're praising God. How disrespectful.
These people show up, right? These people show up and say, F all that, we're going to interrupt that. And then Don Lemon is asking them, well, you know, have you tried talking to them? You know, have you tried to understand them rather than look at the fact that it doesn't even make sense for y'all to even be there? None of this needs to be happening, period. Listen, can I get my sounds?
I cried when everyone. You know what I mean? We need to stay away from these niggas.
All right, man, let's go into the next drum. My audio acting up. It's not letting me connect my phone at the same time. But Fuck it, man. Let's go to the next John. Sorry for cursing so much. I'm trying to be more fun. And I'll start to say loose, but maybe I shouldn't be saying loose. I don't think I should be saying loose. Let me refresh this John real quick. But the Don Lemon John was important to get to, because I mean, this is just a crazy time. Like, this is like an alternate universe. Like every day, there's something this unexpected going on, right? But anyway, so I wanted to touch again. You know what? Because I seen Queen of Kings on Love Don't Judge, and I already covered this in a different video and whatnot. But I wanted to get into this again, and I wanted to just explore this a little more and get into the whole. All right, what does it say about men who are with women who are basically sex workers, and what kind of men are they? Now, in the other video, the main point I made was that Queen of Kings, her whole idea, her whole shtick, her whole genre is basically feeds on, it's the